I only love her if the rice is right. Internets, you are tuned into the Combat Jack Show. Salutes. What's up, DJ Ben Hameen?
Chillin', sir. How you?
I'm great.
Yes.
What's up, Matt Raz?
Life is good. Just got back from writing the new Nas album.
Really?
Yeah.
Writing? You wrote the new Nas album?
Yeah, I mean,
You're ghostwriting for Nas?
It was pretty well received, right?
Wait a minute. Life is good is ghostwritten? Life
Matt
is not
Raz.
sacred anymore. What's up, Premium P?
Oh, another muni meter night, you know?
What do you mean?
Just chasing, like, you know, New York City lets you pay for everything.
Are you
know?
losing your hair?
Absolutely not.
The top of your hair?
Nah, that's just the headphones being
No,
on.
I'm saying the top of your hair looks like implants and stuff, man.
Rogaine?
Nah, I don't know what you're talking. I mean, you already lost your hair 10 years ago.
No, I'm losing my hair. I haven't lost my hair. I'm losing my hair. But I'm asking if you're losing your hair. Don't get all defensive.
Nah, I'm not getting defensive. I mean,
like, do people in your family lose their hair?
Absolutely. I think when they get older, anybody loses hair, right?
Not anybody. Some people have a full head of hair.
I mean, the
You
Mexicans.
can tell Ben Hameen is going to keep his hair.
Yep.
Ben
My
Hameen's going to have Stevie Wonder look in about 5 years.
Never that,
where it
brother.
has, you know, where he has like the mad dreads, but he has no fucking forehead.
I'm glad that you brought that up because last week it was announced that Stevie Wonder just filed for the divorce from his wife,
Wow.
who's a stylist. And for the past 10 years, I've been wondering.
Hold up. So she's who's been fucking him up all this time?
No. I don't know. That hasn't been determined.
Stevie boy.
But I always used to say, whoever styles Stevie Wonder, that shit is a hate crime. Dude.
It's disrespectful.
It's a hate crime.
I mean, he's blind, too, because he can't see it.
Yo, they be fucking up Stevie.
Nah, but sometimes you got some good knits on.
Never.
Nah, but
No,
crazy.
the last 10 years?
You know,
Never.
I'm very amazed that you said never because he had some, you know, turtlenecks and cashmere sweaters that I thought you would approve of back in your college Cornell days.
In the Cosby Show days?
I didn't wear turtlenecks in college. I wore them when I was in the industry.
Now, did you ever play sports when you were in college?
No.
Did you wear spandex when you were in college?
No.
Okay.
Why are you so concerned with what I wore? man?
Because, I mean, you went through many different phases of wearing things.
We're
like,
talking about Stevie Wonder and how whoever his stylist is creating hate crimes against the blind. And you're talking about me wearing spandex.
Yeah, I mean, because I could see you probably
What
wearing...
is your agenda, Premium?
When?
Whenever, man.
Pete, you
What
wore
is-
biker shorts.
Man, I never wore biker shorts. Maybe Ocean Pacific
Yeah, I
board
want to get a
shorts.
profiler in here, man. Like a character profiler and see what everybody's profile really is, man.
What's a character profile?
Let's see, like, who's criminally insane. You know what I'm saying?
Who's
Like,
psychotic,
who's a sociopath, who's really on the
bipolar.
up and up. I don't think anybody here is bipolar.
Yeah.
Maybe Dallas might be bipolar.
Yeah.
'Cause he goes through those swings. Internet's Dallas Penn will not be in with us tonight. He is on vacation.
We're going to miss him again this week, Combat.
Yeah, this is the second week that he's gone, right? He's coming in next week, right?
Probably hasn't got a haircut. You stand me?
I don't know if Just Blaze is coming in. A King is on his way. We were supposed to have Charles Hamilton as a guest tonight.
Oh.
And I actually was kind of looking forward to having Charles Hamilton as a guest because he's just this character that is now on the fringe of this whole entertainment thing. Like, we don't know if he's crazy or not. You know, it seems like the best of his antics take place out of the studio and off stage. You know, he's been in a mental hospital. He's been incarcerated for fighting cops. You know, his ex-girlfriend punches him. I thought it would be a really engaging story. But at the last fucking moment, his handlers, his management called in like around 4 o'clock and said they're not going to move ahead with the interview because apparently he did this MTV interview that was aired today where they're talking about his beef with J. Cole. And then he just rambles on about some spirituality and how he's spiritually aligned with Sega and Sonic and MTV. And it was, so I really wanted to get to the media. Yeah,
Are they real people, though, his managers, or are they voices?
they were people that called in and said he could not come in. Now, I understand that things happen, right? But I don't like Charles Hamilton like that. For me to sit down today and fucking research questions for 2 fucking hours. I have all these questions about this motherfucker, and at the last minute you're gonna tell me he can't come through? That shit's not cool, yo. That's not cool. I mean, because you gotta think about what's going on the other side. Like I said, I understand things happen. People get into accidents. Your wife's water breaks. I mean, shit happens, but don't call me because You don't think he can handle an interview. I mean, this is not a shot, so please, listeners, don't run on World Star and chop this shit up and put me on about how Combat Jack ethers Charles Hamilton. I'm not trying to ether him, but what I'm saying is Charles Hamilton's reputation is already fucked. And it has been fucked for the past 3 years. It hasn't moved forward. It hasn't moved back. You know, the guy does some great music sometimes, right? He can rap, but he's fucked. And I thought that the only place that he might be able to redeem himself is on this show. I'm not going to just throw jokes at him. Dallas isn't in here in the booth today, so Dallas wouldn't throw him under the bus. I want to talk about whatever traumas he went through. You know what I'm saying? You know, growing up, that his uncle, you know, finger banged the cooler, like whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever drove him to be crazy. Does he even realize that something is not right? You know what I mean?
Does he still rap, or is he just a Beats headphone
He
model?
still raps. Like,
okay.
Right?
What happened to what was his beef with J. Cole? I didn't even know he had beef with J. Cole.
I don't even care.
Exactly.
So that's one of the questions I was going to
ask. I'm sure J. Cole doesn't either.
That's one of the questions I was going to ask him. This is a place where he could come here and redeem himself, and we could put that humanity into the train wreck that's been his fucking public life. Yo, like I said, guys, I understand things happen, but don't cancel at the last fucking moment. I don't have nothing to talk about right now. What the fuck am I supposed to talk about right now, man? What are we talking about?
Well, I mean, you're talking about Charles Hamilton. I still don't know why.
Fucking Just Blaze. Where's Just Blaze, man?
I mean, he's probably on some spaceship.
He fucking harasses me all last week about how the theme song sucks.
Shout out to FT.
The theme song sucks.
No, it don't suck.
The theme song sucks, and the reason why I like it is because it's about me.
Just Blaze.
Well, you are selfish. You are selfish sometimes.
What do you mean I'm selfish?
Like, for instance,
what is your agenda for
this company called Crisp?
Why are you always attacking
you? I see you wearing all these shirts, and you any stuff you usually get, I don't like. It's pretty whack. But today, I'm liking this shirt that you're wearing.
Pause, dude.
I'm paused to liking this shirt that you're wearing.
Yeah,
pause, Deputy Decline.
I'm really liking that shirt you're wearing today.
And you know, it's like
the inflection.
Like, you know, like Combat gets the guests to come in here. Like, he'll get a guest come in here, and they'll be like, "Yo, I have a home down in Miami," and you know, and then they'll be like, "Yeah, you should let me use it sometime." And then Combat hit him off air, and next thing you know, he'll be Instagramming in Miami. I'm like, see, that's what gets me pissed off, because like, I want to take a piss in this guy's bathroom in Miami. I want to go relax in the house, and you know. But Combat won't do that. Me, you know, maybe I'm the foolish one, you know. Maybe I am.
So you're trying to accuse me of being a guest hoarder?
Guest hoarder and cheap.
Combat, why are you chowing down on those chips right now on the air? Like, you can't wait like a few minutes? This should sound disgusting.
Yeah, it
Talking
does.
with your fucking mouth full.
What are we talking about tonight? What was
your lack of manners?
I don't give a fuck, man.
And our sponsor, Doritos.
Doritos is our sponsor tonight. We were talking about the theme song and just saying that it's whack.
Well, I brought up a tweet, and I said that I think it's time for a new theme song change. I would love to hear.
You started it. Why did you start
Sean Price and Bum B, produced by Just Blaze. New theme song. Does
it matter who the theme song is by?
Well, the thing is, I've been trying to get Sean Price and Bum B on a song together for a while. Mm-hmm. And I figured, how dope would that be to make it for the Combat Jack Show theme song? But unfortunately, you know, all you want to hear is them say, "Get ready for combat," and you know, I mean,
about 2 minutes.
Even though, yeah, I mean, even though I have got used to, you know, the song, and it's funny because like, I know people, like friends that I know that are not even into hip hop or sneakers or anything I do, and I was like, all right, I'll speak to you later, and they're like, "Get ready for combat." So they'll know. So that's how funny it's become. But at the same time, it's time for change. And I don't know how well you move along with change.
Well, I've learned, I'm open to changing, but I've also learned that if it's not broken, don't fix it. Right?
Okay.
So now this month marks the second anniversary of the Combat Jack Show being around. Shout out to NY Delight, who's in the studio today. What's up, NY Delight?
What up, though?
There you go.
Happy 2-year anniversary.
Thank you. So we've been around for 2 years.
NY, come over here for a second. Give me a kiss.
Easy. Come on, man. This guy is so thirsty. And I can understand Pete's thirst tonight because the booty shorts that NY Delight is wearing tonight is
look at them Daisy Dude songs.
It's unconscionable. There's a little bit of booty meat hanging out.
Yo, I'm staring at every angle of that shit. Like, yo, when I just seen her, I looked at every angle. I was
like, Delight, you're I didn't want to say anything, but your attire today is inappropriate.
And you're kind of glowing.
Inappropriate attire?
Your attire. You can't be wearing booty shorts with a little piece of booty meat hanging out.
It wasn't. That's not a little piece.
I can't rock that.
And men's is walking around. Hey, Dwayne, quick question. We're talking about the theme song. Do you have that theme song that the somebody submitted?
Oh, I gotta get it.
All right. So anyway, we're talking about the theme song, and we've had somebody submit a potential theme song for the Combat Jackson. I wish Just Blaze was here to talk about, what he really envisions.
Well, why don't you hit him and ask him if he's coming? Pause.
I'll do that during the break, man. So, what else are we talking about, man? I'm really disheveled.
My shorts, and they're not that short.
You can't dress like that.
But I have.
you have the freedom to
and
wear,
I have the body. It's not like I.
and you look great.
You
look great.
Thomas, listen, you're married, okay? Let me take care of this for a second.
You're taking care of
Grief life.
shit. You're taking care of shit. Whenever there's been women in the building, has ended up disastrous.
Not true. Not true.
Yes.
Not true.
Am I right or wrong?
Absolutely, 100%.
That's because
correct.
NY Delight. She looks good.
Your initial encounter with Premium Pete was
It's always creep life. Like
creep life.
Nah. You know what it is?
Supreme creep life.
NY
creep
Delight-
life is at an all-time height during the summer, but Premium Pete is like 24/7 creep life.
Nah, see the thing is,
Creeps
NY
into my
Delight
mentions with
is
creep
cool,
life.
but she's weird. Like if anybody's bipolar, it's NY Delight. You know?
I'd say weird. Yes,
She is
check.
definitely unique.
She's
But
weird. She's the
not
kind of girl that
like-
just like
But I could
may eat nails
but
one
I,
day.
No,
you know,
I could watch you like when Artie was here with the twins. You kind of gave off like this extra.
Nah, I don't know what you're talking about. Yo, you
thirsting.
have a bad.
What did you really go to jail for, Pete?
Oh,
You can check my record online. You can check my record online.
Creep life.
Like it wasn't no short.
Nah, I'm not a creep, man. Listen,
Okay.
listen. The ladies, they love me. I love them. But NY Delight, I mean, she may be half man, half man, Mason. You know what I mean? Maybe she's not loving me like
What
that.
half what?
Nas.
Yeah. I mean, if you're telling me like you're making a like maybe you're telling me that
And
I'm
fellas,
not a person
and
that
fellas,
people like.
And what the
girls.
light is looking crazy tonight, and in a good way,
Glowing.
in a good way. But you have had
Summertime
bad
glow.
encounters in the studio with the women that are around.
Well, the woman, see, people like NY Delight and
Jazz
people like
Fly's in the
Jazz Fly,
building
but
tonight.
listen.
and she stays away from you by as well. So I had to escort
Hey,
her
listen,
to the
you got a
restroom.
radio show over here, and now you want guest over here, and then
Hello?
you're abusing me.
Wait,
Yo.
is he answering the phone?
All
Wow,
right,
on the
somebody's
radio.
down to get you. Somebody's on their way down right
Fucking
now. We are
eating
on the
chips.
air.
He's
Can
doing all his
somebody
private
get
business right
Dwayne
now on
and
air.
go pick up A King?
Yes,
He's in the
sir.
lobby right now. So anyway, I'm all over the place, man. I'm disjointed. We don't have a guest tonight. Do we have a guest?
No, I don't think so.
It's not
I mean,
happening,
Quest is supposed to be coming, but
Quest Love was supposed to be here tonight,
yeah.
right?
I mean, listen, we're trying to do some last minute things, but at the end of the day, it could be just some barbershop band or some water cooler talk.
Do you think we could stand alone without a guest today?
I
Absolutely.
mean, we've done it plenty of times. The problem is you are bugging out.
How am I bugging out? man?
Because you went through 7 topics in 2 minutes, and
I'm talking about the theme song,
yeah,
Charles Hamilton,
yeah,
her booty meat,
yeah.
and you being a creep.
No.
Well, the one good thing I will say about my booty meat is there is no cellulite.
There's
so.
no cellulite.
Yeah, well,
Just what-
we haven't seen it yet. We
Oh,
haven't seen that
you
yet.
should-
We
you
cannot
should-
confirm that.
You should Instagram. You should Instagram her booty.
Hell, if she takes off her pants, I'll Instagram her
If
booty.
what?
She takes off her pants, I'll
See,
Instagram her booty.
that's what I mean, dude.
If I
Some
take,
of the
I don't even have on pants, and he said if you take off her pants.
some of the stuff you say is like borderline like sexual harassment.
I don't even know what the hell you're talking about.
You don't, but some of the shit you say is borderline sexual harassment.
Is there human resources here?
No, but this
where the
is-
fuck is the... nobody's paying me here. Until you start paying me, don't tell me what the fuck I could say.
But this is kind of a work environment, no?
Where's human resources?
Aren't we trying to exemplify some type of professionalism when we're in the booth?
Do people usually get paid in work environments, Combat?
People intern in work environments as well.
Oh, so we're interns.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
And what kind of weed did you give me last week, man?
I mean, listen, beggars can't be choosers.
No, why are you
You're
dry
thirsty.
snitching on
No,
him?
no, I
for?
asked him before the show, could I ask him
Yeah,
what
but-
kind of weed he gave me? Because...
I mean, you're bugging me for hours during the show and after the show.
I wasn't
You're saying-
bugging you for hours
Thirsty,
during the show.
thirsty.
I asked you after the show, did you have some WBW?
Uh-huh.
And you said yes. And I said, can I have... I was a little bit thirsty after the show because I needed some. But that shit's been putting me to sleep, dude.
I mean, you're not built
It's-
for that life.
No, I am built for like quality. What kind of weed is that, man? Seriously.
It was a combination. I gave you some sour in there, and there was some Alien OG.
What's Alien OG?
I don't know. It's some
Bath salts.
shit
Is it Kush? Is that on the Kush strain?
It would be an OG Kush, yeah.
Okay, so it's the diesel because the diesel knocks motherfuckers out, right?
I mean, yeah, at least for me.
Yeah, I'm not about the diesel life.
You ever smoked diesel, Kama?
I've smoked diesel, but I don't like diesel because I don't like to. I don't like anything to make me.
I don't
feel
think
tired.
Pete's talking about the same kind of diesel.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. I'm not about that life.
You're not about it.
No.
That's Dallas.
Okay.
I'm definitely not about that life. Where's Ben Hameen? I want to talk. Have you?
Yo, Just said he's going to be here in 10 minutes, by the way.
So we can go further into this theme song thing.
Yeah, we can talk
about the Nas ghostwriting thing because I know Just has been very vocal about it online.
Yeah, so let's hold that. But I definitely, you still haven't answered my question about getting and receiving gifts. And not taking and not taking care of anybody else in the room. I mean, and the reason why I can say that for is because I have done that numerous times, right? And I actually got another one coming next week.
What do you have coming in?
New Era,
some caps.
Well, especially if we have the guest that you're trying to get, we're trying to do some NFL type stuff.
Okay. Pete, I know that you've accused me in the past of being selfish with my connects. I just receive gifts in the mail.
Okay.
And I keep it moving.
Yeah. I mean, I receive a lot of gifts in the mail. I receive a lot of gifts in the mail.
I'm going to say...
But I give them away.
I'm not going to... I'm not going to count what's in your pocket, but I do know that I'm assuming that I don't have the connections that you have.
No, it's not. Listen.
So if
that's not the discussion.
So if
my discussion is this:
Team Epiphany or Crisp T-shirt sends me something, right?
We're not talking about Team Epiphany. Team Epiphany, okay, will singly send people that they believe are influencers.
Right. Whatever
which
that
some
means.
are mostly not.
Right. What is an influencer?
It used to be somebody that, you could be like, oh, that's dope. Where can I get that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So I guess I'm being an influencer today with this Crisp Life T-shirt.
Yeah, but I would
really, you're on the radio. No one can see what T-shirt you're wearing.
I've influenced Premium Pete.
Yeah.
Have you?
I mean, you didn't influence me.
You like this shirt.
I said I liked it.
You're going to go back and buy it tomorrow?
And you want it.
I would never buy it.
But you want it.
But you should call Chris and tell him I want it.
You want this shirt?
Yeah.
Have you seen some of the other shirts?
I don't care. I want that shirt.
Like the Buddha one?
But the point I'm making is they gave you the shirt, right? You know why they gave you the shirt?
Why?
Because you're Combat Jack, right?
What the fuck does that mean?
I know. That's crazy, right?
The Combat Jack doesn't mean...
Well, if you were Reggie Ose, would they give you that shirt?
I've gotten some gifts as Reggie Ose.
They would give you like a fucking cashmere turtleneck or something, or... Honestly, think about it.
Still swag out in that cashmere
But think about it. The point I'm trying to make to you...
You know what? Let somebody send me a cashmere turtleneck right now.
The point I'm trying
to... I would kill you bitches in this fucking booth.
They're going to send you one of them keychains with the rabbit fur.
What about a shirling like Bane?
Yo, I need a shirling. Actually, I want to go back. I want to go back to like the old school, not the one like Bane, but I kind of like the old school sheepskin joints.
King might know a place.
I'm gonna go back to how I used to dress. Let me put my Gucci loafers on and stunt on you, motherfucker.
The last time you wore Gucci loafers, Perfect Strangers was the number one show.
Gucci loafers a couple of months ago to go to a function with my wife.
You said Perfect Strangers.
I mean, dude. Are you mad that I've had different?
I'm mad that here I'll give you an example. Ready? And I never hold nothing back. I'm mad. This Crisp stuff, right? I seen you wear it a couple of times. Not once did you tell them about anybody else on the show. Not anybody else. You say, you know what? Give my team, and especially since we ain't getting paid, I would suggest you that
you're not getting paid, Pete.
I'm fucking paying. What are you talking about?
You're not getting paid?
Nah. But anyway, listen. The point I'm trying to make is if that was me, and the reason why I'm saying that, and I can say that, is because
my beer, man?
Any one of my connects.
Where's my beer?
I mean, we can't have anything up here, right?
No,
you got a fucking juice box up there.
Where's my beer?
Oh, I found it. I just haven't brought it in.
Beer?
I have found it. I haven't brought it in.
On my birthday, we were all at. Well, you weren't there.
No.
We were at Premium Pete's father's house in Jersey, I think we thanked your aunt very.
Yeah.
And somebody bought me this gift. It was like some Belgian beer.
Yeah.
And I've been waiting to taste this Belgian beer, and it's been over a month now that I left it.
Well, what happened was sometimes I'll stay in Brooklyn, and it's in Jersey.
Where you stay when you stay in Brooklyn, dude?
It depends. I got a couple.
Don't get self-conscious right now and try to cover the booty meat.
I don't want to flash you guys when I walk away.
No, that is really short. And
anyway, actually, you know what? Let me
come here for a second.
Stop. Get on the mic. What are you doing here tonight? Tell the internets what you're doing tonight.
So tonight, we're really excited.
Who's where?
We, as in Jazzfly at Jazzfly Jazz, and I are starting our new podcast. So, we're the round of applause. Shout out Combat Jack. We've been in the works for this. These niggas won't hold me back.
What's the name of your podcast?
Booty Poppers. Yo, can I come on your show, literally?
Tell the internet what's creepy. Yo, you was so creepy, dude.
Yo, always ambitious is creepy.
No.
Yo, I am not creepy. Internets. Anyone who knows me like that knows I'm not creepy. Combat and Jazzfly probably sleep with each other on the side, so fucking they'll make up accusations.
What the fuck are you saying? You just have to be easy sometimes.
Tell me what a twerk team podcast is. What the fuck is that?
And while Delight, let's ignore him for a second.
Where's the mute button? You still have that button?
Tell the internet what you're working on.
So tonight you will hear Reality Check with Jazzfly and NY Delight. We'll just be talking about what's going on in our lives and lifestyle, hip hop, and culture. So we're really excited to bring that to the internet. You have your male-dominated show here on the Combat Jack Show. So now we will have the female-dominated show.
Now, is this a subsidiary of the Combat Jack Show? Is this powered by the Combat Jack Show?
This is affiliated with yours truly, Combat Jack. Or if you want to say Reggie and the Cashmere Turtleneck.
So let me just tell you, you're not going to get any swag gear. You're not going to get any type of crisp. Okay?
I swag myself out. So
she doesn't need swag gear.
I might actually bring Reggie some swag gear, and then you can be, whining at our doors about how we didn't bring you nothing.
Well, listen, I wish you well on your podcast.
Thank you very much.
Keep us posted. We'll do our best to promote it.
Yeah.
And on that, let's go to a break. A King just walked into the building. What's up, A King?
Yo.
I don't mean to be out of pocket, but don't be distracted by her booty meats.
Her what?
Her booty meats today.
Is she showing?
Am I showing?
What do you mean she's showing?
Internets, you're tuned into the Combat Jack Show, WWWPNC Radio.
We'll be right back.
FM, F your radio. Internets, you are tuned into the Combat Jack Show, www.pncradio.fm.
Shit.
Got Just Blaze in the building. What's up, Just?
Greetings.
How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. How you?
I'm great, man. Life is just beautiful.
You're
man.
Crisp.
Yeah, you're very crisp right now.
I'm sponsored by Crisp.
How could we get sponsored by Crisp?
You know what? Let me reach out to Crisp. Mr. fucking Thirsty Pete.
I'm not thirsty, but you know what?
Pete, stay thirsty.
Listen, I was just telling Just that I really appreciate...
Can we take a show of hands right here, right now, to determine whether or not Pete is thirsty or not in all endeavors.
In what sense? But in what sense?
Everything.
Okay, so let me explain something to you.
Chicks.
If anybody, no. First of all, you're married. I got chicks. Stay married.
You got chicks.
Enjoy that. Enjoy that.
Now you got chicks.
Hold that.
In merchandise.
Okay,
in everything, man. You just stay thirsty, B.
No. You know what it is? I really think that, like, sometimes you look at it because you're a little bit older than me. You're like, these young kids having all this swag and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Because your kids already told you that you're older.
But now you got some.
So you don't know how to act once you get a fucking couple of, like, companies send you something. They've been sending me stuff.
Remember what happened with the headphones?
Yeah, he went crazy.
Yeah. I was giving them out.
That's because he talks about
I followed instructions when I got the headphones. I got one for myself.
Yeah.
I got one for Just Blaze.
Yeah.
And I got one for Dallas.
Yeah. And you see what Just did?
He gave
that to me. You know what?
Because he's got a million. He's got a million.
It doesn't matter.
I don't have any of those.
I know you don't have.
That's my man.
But you could get them easily, and you wasn't.
That's not the point.
Thank you. The point I'm trying to make is this: new era.
And
I'm cool with new era.
I gave you my headphones.
Let Pete finish.
I really wanted the Brooklyn Nets headphones.
The point is this: internet's for the Combat Jack Show, and I know I could attest to it. I have used a lot of my connects and got us a lot of swag. I got us some new era shit. I got us T-shirts multiple times. I got us new, I listen. I made sure guests got stuff. I definitely,
But that's what you do, though. Isn't that what you do?
It's not what I do.
But that's
I don't
what you
have to do that.
But you don't have to. But you are in the business, right? You are the taste maker, right? People send you sneakers. You don't pay for sneakers anymore, right?
I mean, yeah, the ones you like, you got to pay for. Bigger companies send you stuff that they want you to like.
For the most part, people send you shit almost every week, right?
I wouldn't say. I mean, I get stuff,
right?
Yeah.
You're seeded, right?
I mean, for the most part.
For the most part, you're seeded all over the place, right?
I wouldn't say all over the place.
But you have certain companies that send you
get
shit
stuff
regularly. So wouldn't that constitute that that's what you do?
No. That's not true. That's definitely not true.
What does Premium Pete do?
What do you do?
Man, see that's something that I'm still trying to figure out. You know?
All right. Well, then maybe that's where the thirst comes from because you don't know who you are.
Nah, I definitely know who I am.
You're not comfortable with yourself.
I know who I am. I'm somebody
at this point in
that
your
is
life,
just passionate about anything I do.
At this point,
you have become an old head, and then all of a sudden, you know.
At this point in your
He's
life,
a dot connector.
You're directionless right now.
No, what the fuck are you talking about? How the fuck does you being a cheap bastard with crisp T-shirts come into me fucking being fucking directionless? What the fuck are you talking about?
Because every week you got a chip on your shoulder.
No chip. You should be doing stuff like that. None of us are fucking getting paid. None of it.
What do you mean I should be doing?
What I'm trying to say is this. What I'm trying to say is this. Ready? I'm gonna explain to you. I'm explaining to you, okay?
Yeah,
this is not my show, right? But I invited all of you to my home. To my family's home, invited yous there. Open up the barbecue.
Use.
You started to say use.
Hold up.
I said Italian's coming out.
Paid for all that stuff. Didn't say nothing.
Pete doesn't even look at us anymore.
Right?
He's in the corner right now, not even making eye contact.
New era. I called them up and I'm like, yo, I want to send in hat to everyone at the Combat Jack Show. They're like, who the fuck is the Combat Jack Show? I was like, don't worry about it. These are my people. Sent them. Then sent them again. T-shirt companies brought them over. The point I'm trying to make is I'm the type of dude that is like, yo.
Do we have a violin?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm explaining to you. First of all, Ben, you're just mad because you can't fit one of them fucking fitteds around your head. You got like a size.
I still got some size 8s left if you want.
Size 8? He's like a size 12 and a half fitted. Trust it. But anyway, Combat, the point I'm trying to make is that it's listen, you know what? You're a great dude. And I realize that, you know, a lot of my success with this show relies on you, and unfortunately, man, I hope you get the Viagra pretty soon with it. But the point,
What?
Whoa!
The point I'm trying to make is,
it's going way off. Stop it.
Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that
you need your own show.
I feel
That's what you need.
the point I'm trying to make
You
is
need your own show.
No. The point I'm trying to make is I feel like for me to say this to you,
Yeah.
that like you should already told Chris, like, yo, let me get some for my team, knowing that nobody gets paid here, knowing that nobody is really, you know, like, I don't know, I hate to call you out on it, but fuck, like, that's what I am. I'm a person that's real. And
so you want me to give you shirts as payment?
I don't want shit. I'll wipe my ass with that, Chris. Now I don't want nothing.
So then, what's the point of this?
The point is that you should honestly, if you have a connect. Maybe I'm burnt, but when I get a connect, just you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
I look out for I'm like right away. Like for instance, and I don't mean to put your brother out there, but like we mentioned your brother, Matt Raz's brother, and he's starting to get into his swag. He bought dunks and stuff like that. I'm gonna get him a bunch of stuff. Now, I don't have to do that, but that's what kind of person I am. Like, you know what I'm saying?
From the connections that you built over the years.
From
the connections you built over the years.
Yeah.
Then. So, but it's really no problem for you to pick up the phone because that's what you do. Once
But he doesn't have to.
I don't have to.
You don't have to, but that's what you do.
And it's almost unheard of for people to do what I don't mean unheard of, but people.
But that is
People
what
don't genuinely
past their
generally
connection,
do that just to do it.
I cannot believe we're still having this conversation.
It's true.
Months after the headphones.
You are Jewish. You are Jewish. You a cheap bastard.
All right.
Yo, let me get some of that Chris teas. For real though, you don't understand. Honestly, you know what? All I
you
want
want
is
crisp teas.
No. I don't want them no more.
Then what the fuck do you want, Pete?
I want you to answer this question.
What I want, you're wasting my time.
I
right
want
now.
you to answer this
How long
question.
have we been on air? Because that's not accurate. 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
Okay, cool.
I want you to just answer this question.
Yeah.
Do you understand the point I'm trying to make?
No.
I understand the point that you're trying to make, but it sounds like every week you're trying to make a point.
Well,
and it sounds like every week you're coming from this place of being hurt.
Nah.
Yeah, you sound
You're
like
driving this ship?
All right, I just let you talk for four minutes.
Good.
And it seems like every week you have an issue.
Is that a Capri Sun?
Off air and on air. And I just want to know what happened in your life that made you so insecure.
Are you kidding me?
That's all I want to know.
That's what you come back with because you don't fucking open your mouth to get swag for people?
No, it seems like
that's what the fuck you come back with?
When you first came on the show, pause.
Yeah.
Right? When you first got on the show, and I don't know who was there. Remember when the first time this guy started screaming?
What do you mean? They weren't here.
A King was there. When you started screaming at me in the whole nine because I don't call you back.
Yeah, that's disrespectful.
I spend a week with you. I spend a day with. I spend 2 hours of my life with you every week.
No.
So if you call me the next day and I'm running around and I don't call you back, I didn't expect you to be so butthurt.
It's not butthurt. It's called professionalism.
Dallas Penn calls me. If I don't call him back, it's cool. But you were upset at that.
I was upset because I think that I was trying to do something. I'm the kind of person that like
but the
honestly,
thing is, you're always
I'm the
upset.
nicest person. No. Well,
You're always upset.
I'm the nicest person in the world, for real. I would give my shirt off my back for someone. But I'm the kind of person that I'll hold the door open.
Is this guy always upset or what?
Mad,
right? It's not just me, right? Is he always upset?
I mean, Pete often has a complaint about something.
So it just can't be.
I don't know if he's always upset, though.
Matt Raz, and fucking Ben Hameen.
What up?
Well, it's true, Pete. Every time we start the radio show, it's always something with parking or something happened before we got here, right?
It's just struggle, man.
Yo, honestly, I think y'all two just need to throw on the gloves and just duke it out because clearly there's something there. Like, I think one of y'all owes somebody money or each other money or...
But who's it coming from?
I don't...
Who starts
If he gets it, he's not giving it. Trust that much.
Hey,
yo.
Yeah.
So like A King said, I mean, everybody's pussyfooting him. Like Matt doesn't want to say it, and A King is like, yeah. But apparently, you always have an issue, dude.
I have no issue.
You always have an issue.
I have no issue.
White man's burden.
I'm speaking the truth. What white man's burden?
You know what? We spent 6 minutes on this guy.
You still haven't answered my question.
What's the question?
You don't take care of your people?
Question mark?
Honestly, I'm putting you on the spot.
You know,
ding, ding, ding.
if it's
ding,
giving
ding,
you swag
ding,
that I get, then I guess I don't take care of my people. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you think is not taking care of people, then I guess.
Have I took care of the Combat Jack show?
You have
LeBron.
Have I used my connect to?
You have, right?
Okay.
You have. But my thing is, why are you judging me on what you would judge yourself to do? You understand what I'm saying? I do things that I don't expect other people to do. It's not tit for tat.
So let me ask you something.
Yeah.
This is how I'm thinking. We'll end this on this note. Okay. We'll end this on this note. I know because you don't like the truth sometimes.
It's not the truth. You're always mad.
We'll end this on this
note. And you
note.
don't accept that.
If you won't give me or anyone here, like you don't come in and say, yo guys, here's a bunch of Chris T's. Because I never heard of fucking Chris T's. Who the fuck are they?
But apparently Chris T's has you.
So I don't give a fuck.
Right
but
now.
I'm telling you, if you don't come in here and be like, yo guys, here's a bunch of Chris T's. What happens when the money comes in? That's what I think about. What happens when something big comes in? What happens then? Because if you won't give me a Chris T, fuck. You definitely won't give me a fucking $2 bill.
Let me tell you something, man. First and foremost, if money started coming in here,
currency.
I wouldn't expect you to work for free.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
My mind is not paranoid like that, Pete. If money was coming in, I wouldn't have anybody in here working for free.
Yeah.
Bottom line. But if somebody sends me 3 or 4 T-shirts, right, and I rock them, I don't expect to come to the show and be fucking harassed every time I wear a shirt, Pete. Every time. It's like, as a matter of fact, when people send me shit now, I'm not going to bring it to the studio.
You know why I'm saying all
I'm not
this?
going to fucking bring it to the studio.
Do you know how many times?
Because I got to watch out for you.
Do you know how many times
Because I always got to watch
something?
my shoulder with you, over my shoulder with you, fucking mad at shit, man.
Okay.
What the fuck, man?
Do you know how many times you looked at me and said,
wasting the
where'd
time.
you get that? Where'd you get that? Where'd you get this? Where'd you get that?
Mm,
it's nice, you know?
He does
you
have
never
a point
said that.
there.
But you always have some new shit.
So, yeah, you said, yo.
You always have some new shit. I can't ask you that.
Yeah, you can. But you know what?
I can't ask you where you got that flood watch on your fucking wrist.
You got plenty flood watches.
I don't have
all your kids got flood watches.
No.
The white people you want to witness protection for, Papoose,
trust me.
they got flood watches.
Trust me.
They got Christie. I don't got shit.
I don't keep flood watches, man. That's no shot.
Yo, so what about this song? You said we got a new song to listen to?
So Just Blaze.
Let me just be clear.
Be clear, please.
Let me be clear.
And Pete, can you just chill out with the gripes right now, man?
No, yeah, as I said, let me be clear. So, I have issues with the theme song, but it's more about the concept of the theme song. Mm-hmm. You know, it's not I had to be clear about this because FT is my man and he's the guy who put the song together. It's not that I think he's whack, obviously, because I've worked with him many times in the past. What I don't like is how the song comes off. In other words, you got, you're talking about the show itself. And to me, I don't like that. I would rather hear a song or have content that represents what the show is about without saying, you got Combat Jack in the place to be with real content since 1993. We got A. King. Dallas Penn is on the wall flapping his balls. You know what I mean? You don't need that. You just need, like for me, a good beat and a good catchphrase. To me, is really all you need. You look at any show that we talked about this on Twitter. Any show that's actually went into detail about what the show was about and the cast and the characters and the situations was a comedy. Now, granted, we do have a comedic element to the show and there's a camaraderie, but it's not a comedy review. This is not the Jetsons or the
Batman or Spider-Man.
Or the Three's Company of. But even Three's Company is a perfect example.
Right.
They summed up what that show was about without actually saying.
Come and knock on my door.
Yeah, we'll be waiting for you. What a pleasure is hers and his. Three's Company too. Boom, you got the point.
So you're saying, and
I feel it's hokey to sit there and just talk about the show in the.
Yeah, like, hi, I'm Combat Jack.
Can we turn Dwayne? What is his mic, man? Where's his fucking mic? Okay,
don't listen to him. Are you crazy?
I got you. There you go. Hold that, Pete. I'm gonna give you that swag right there. Now, just Blaze.
Wow, that was.
I got another mic, Combat. Turn that motherfucker off. Come on.
I defer to you because you're the expert with this. You know what I'm saying? I could never argue with you about that. But I think my perspective is, first and foremost, I never commissioned that song. It was actually kind of a gift. Like FT and A. King came to the table.
Well, if my memory serves me correctly, we was about to start the show. The show when in its inception was Combat Jack, Dallas Penn, and myself. That was it, right? We didn't have nothing in the intro, nothing like that. So naturally, I went to my go-to guy and I said, "Yo," he was doing some stuff with Nickel Plated, and he's like, "Yo, I'll do something real quick, in the stew." Took them like 10 minutes. They sent it back, and that was it. And then the next week, we just went on air.
Right.
And then shout out to Nadi. Nadi was doing some footage, some filming stuff, and we was at the station, and he's like, "Yo, let's do this real quick," Combat. And that was, like you said, like it was like our blast off into this shit 2 years ago.
Well, but I was gonna say, for where the show was at that time,
right? So that's what. So that's where it was no.
There was no thought.
Nah, it was thought.
No,
but
there was no heavy.
It was Combat. That's why it was like, if you hear the lyrics, attorney, author, king of marketing strategy, internet celebrity, radio personality, right? And
did you ghostwrite that,
bro? That's like his favorite bar. You forgot to put
what did Dream Hampton say? Nah, but and then on flip, if at that time, Dallas was in and out. You know what I mean? So
pause.
Threw that in there, like yeah, pause.
Dallas
pause
is on the mat or something.
We even got Dallas on the format, like it's like a wall, like
yeah. But it says
Dallas
Combat Jack featuring Dallas Penn. Right now you got just Blaze, who may buy the show.
Now here's
you have
you have Pete, you have Matt Raj,
Ben Hameen.
Now my thing is this.
King.
This is my perspective. 2 years after the fact. Let's just if you guys want to change the song, just change the fucking song.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, why are we going through Twitter? Why are we making this big stink about a theme song? Like I seen all these. I'm not gonna name names. Rappers, I bodied. Like they just trying to solicit Just Blaze beats.
Shout out to my man Matthew Ragazzino.
Yeah, I seen that.
No. It wasn't. No shots at him, but it wasn't just him. It was a lot of others.
It was a lot of people.
A lot of others, and I understand.
You know what surprises me?
That's the thirst mode. So my thing is, let's just, if we want to do the theme song, let's just do another one, update it or whatever the case may be, and that's it. Shout out to FT too. Word.
Don't we have a new song submitted by someone?
Somebody submitted a song.
Somebody submitted something.
Somebody was peeking in on our Twitter conversation.
Okay.
This is from Rotten Thoughts.
Rotten Thoughts.
Let's check it out.
Kiss it or diss it.
Let's check it out.
Pump it or dump it.
Combat Jack. Combat
I like it already.
Yeah, you selfish bastard.
Applause.
You are now tuned in to the Combat Jack Show along with A King and Dallas Penn. Matt Raz, Premium Pete, and Just Blaze. Hashtag Numinati be the catchphrase. Covering topics like hip hop, gossip, sports, drugs.
It's the same thing. Turn my mic up. Where's my mic at?
Show DJ Ben Amin.
Wait, let's wait to the end.
And I mentioned Combat as an attorney for hip hop greats. Established author, also editor, source, teamed up with the high lords of the internet, of course. Ready for the #1 show on the internet. We taking it all the way to the top. So you hit the deck if anybody disrespect me, burning up your contract and do yourself a favor and get ready for combat.
Oh. Hey.
It's the same thing.
That took all just complaints and amplified them by like 10.
Times 10,000.
First of all, special shout out to Rotten Thoughts because I do
like that.
Thank you, Rotten
I like that beat.
Yeah,
And they said my name.
and he's not,
And he named everybody.
and he's not a rapper. He's a producer, but he actually
yeah.
stepped into the booth. And I'm not saying that that's the song, but he submitted it, and I wanted to.
Respect, dude, but I don't know if he was paying attention to the full conversation.
But it's the same. It's the same. It's too much combat,
well,
right?
let me ask something. Just then, explain what you would exactly like to see.
For me, what would be dope if it was just a dope beat, some cuts, and a catchphrase. Get ready for combat. Yep. 30 seconds.
Didn't you say you and Heems were going to work on a theme song before?
We could do that too. Heems can say to get ready for combat if he wants. If he has.
Does it matter who says anything?
No, because it's not about the artist.
A good friend. So every time I say something, y'all gonna do that bullshit?
A King's word of the day.
That's kind of whack, though. Shout out to
Yeah, okay.
Get it together, brother. We're with you.
I'm trying, but
we're here
just
with
keep
you, brother.
Like, just chill. So, Kevin, K. Johnson, Noble Star, he actually suggested the same thing in reference to remixing it. Put some scratches and no lyrics per se, and just keep it moving.
I think it also just goes on for too long. Like any great TV sting, like I said, it's 15 to 30.
But we can't have the Three's Company.
Now, that's. I mean, I appreciate that, but like I said before, it wasn't.
No. And like I said, and
but some people are missing. Not him. I'm just saying others out in his Twitter's verse and peers and stuff. They'll misinterpret that critique.
See, you know what it is? A King manages FT, I believe. So he felt like you're taking shots. So he wanted to fight one of us right now.
No. Come on, that's Just Blaze. Just Blaze wouldn't do that. It's not Just Blaze. Just Blaze points. Even he said it. F was like, yo, I told him to come up, but he was working and whatnot. But, at the end of the day,
I wouldn't even mind if FT did the next one.
Right.
Just more in line with what an actual show.
Well, I think he was definitely worried a little bit or upset because I've seen that he tweeted, but FT hasn't tweeted in like 6 months. And then he came out that day to tweet like, "Oh, people."
No, after what happened was I had a conversation. With, and I said, "Yo, they burning up the Twitter on you." I was like, "Yo," and he just laughed at it. You know what I mean? That was it.
No, he tweeted. He was like, "Yo, peace." Blah 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 blah.
He not mad.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm down for. Like I said, I'm not holding on to it.
I felt like you were for a while on Twitter, and it actually bothered me.
I think that what my main point was, I don't think the song is whack. That was my main point.
Do you think it's that
Yoga Fire?
No, and it's not Yoga.
No, it's not Yoga Flames, but I think it's you know what it is? It's like people who have been listening to the show. It's kind of a sentimental aspect of the show, and I think people like it. Is very catchy.
Those people can get the.
Okay, Just Blazes. Listen.
The cheat code.
Let's get a new theme song. I'm down for it. Let's fucking move on.
But Combat, listen.
Wait, How much time do we have? Did we burn into our time?
I mean, attorney, author, king of market. Like it's your world, man.
Enough.
And then your personality, author, king of market.
He's also a hype beast, and he's
what
cheap.
time we going to break, bro?
Can people buy the original theme on iTunes?
The clock is off, right?
It's like 3.5, 4 minutes.
What does it really matter? We don't have a guest.
Right. We are the guests.
Yeah, we are the guests.
Yeah, you're bugging out right now. You know how I know you fucked up? Your head is usually shiny.
Is this a fucking mutiny? Like, what the fuck is going on? What are we doing right now? Are we going to a break? Let's go to a break.
Yeah.
Let's come back with the news. Let's talk about current events. Let's talk about ghostwriting and the whole nine and the state of affairs in the music industry. You're tuned into the Combat Jack Show, www.pncradio.fm.
Fuck your radio.
F your radio. No Charles Hamilton.
No chip.
And you are tuned into the Combat Jack Show, www.pncradio.fm.
Today's show is sponsored by
Crisp. Where? Crisp Wear.
Only for Combat Jack.
Only for Combat Jack. Never.
Chris gave me about 25 shirts. So
yeah, but I mean, you probably would come here and give them to everybody, but it's all right.
I actually had a gift plan, another gift plan for the show, but we'll discuss that later.
So you know what? I guess are you guys all in accordance with Pete? I just want to take a poll since you guys
that we would like free shit if available.
I'll say this because I haven't said much about it. There have been things that have been gifted to me over the past couple of weeks that I said, okay, you know what? This might be cool to bring to the show. Let me put that to the side. Oh, this might be... And it's not like I have one of something for everybody. But it's like somebody gives me 3 T-shirts. Somebody else gives me 2 pairs of sneakers. I got a couple of jackets I can't fit.
Somebody give you a watch.
No watches.
Lightsaber.
I can bring lightsabers for everybody.
Word? The purple joint?
I don't have the purple.
I don't care. Fuck it. It's a lightsaber.
No, that's a whole other story.
But
I was just going to say, like, so it might not be a thing where I have one for everybody, but there is a little bag or a box, rather, that I've been just accumulating things. Would be like, all right, I'm going to come drop this off at the show one day. Everybody just live. But that's just...
Listen, the last time
Apple made a mistake and sent me extra iPads and whatnot.
What? You have to. What? Hey, Just please put names on those bags. 'Cause the last time that happened, Flood watches came through and they put watches on the table. Hey. And I mean, it was like
the vultures came out.
See, somebody came off with 2, 3.
See, if Combat knows that, like, if he brought the guest and you didn't bring the guest, then he's gonna make sure that he get. Like, for instance, if it's all iPads, he's gonna make sure he gets them. His 4 kids get them. Wife, next door neighbor. Then maybe you'll get him. But like, if it's me, like if it's me, it's my connect. Right. Then he'll be like, "Yo,
I'm gonna put together gift bags over the next
couple
know,
weeks,
and we'll see.
You know what? From now on, Pete.
Yeah.
Whenever I get something, you'll be the first person I give it to.
I highly doubt that.
All right, now I'm gonna start a little fucking movement when internets. Send me shit so I could give it to
No. I want to let you know something.
All right, let's move on.
Let's move on. The rest of the team.
Let's move on.
But Premium Pete is feeling hurt.
I'm not feeling hurt. I'm just saying you're cheap. You're cheap.
I'm not cheap, man.
Your mind don't think like mine. That's cool because we're not the same people.
And that's what I'm saying.
We're not the same people. But I'm going to let you know something. Yes. Never open up a restaurant. Never open up a bar because they will be drinking your shit like crazy. Christmas time will come. You'll be like, okay, we don't get no gift. No, you don't get shit. Get back to work. And before you know it, there'll be no more Jameson there.
What?
We need Torre back. we need Torre back.
Premium's point.
My point is this: if you don't take care of if you don't take care of your people,
stop asking them questions. Man. Stop asking them questions, please. That's why we need guests in here, man. Because I should have sold.
Are you shutting my mic off again,
why
mofo?
do you give him the fucking mic,
Stop
Matt?
Stop shutting my mic off,
Matt. What do you stand on this shit, man? Because you don't give.
What do you mean where you stand?
Can you give him his mic, please?
Pause.
You don't give me your opinion and then you sneak him the mic.
Yeah, it's entertaining. You want to hear what Pete has to say.
You don't give me your pin.
Your opinion.
What?
He's basically saying that
the show must go on. It's entertaining. Pete's comments.
Combat
Ben Hameen, man.
Raz has spoken.
You got a haiku, man, for us?
I actually do. I had a few of them, but since we spend so much time on the other stuff, I figured we'll just cut
shut
it
up.
down
Is
to
it
one.
ghostwriting?
Yeah, today's haiku is ghostwritten by Matt Raz.
What?
Today's haiku is sponsored by.
They shut me off again, these motherfuckers.
Our Pete's interruptions. All right. She danced across the stage. I knew she would be my wife. The dollars rained down.
You fell in love with a stripper.
And she had that.
Now,
I'm in love with a stripper.
Is that part 1?
Actually, that was part 3, so,
okay.
Maybe I'll do them in reverse order like Star Wars or some shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I like that. What's going on in the news, Matt Raz?
We got some stuff from last week as well to back clean up on. We got last week, country music star Randy Travis was charged with a DWI, and he was charged with making threats against state troopers after they found him lying naked in the roadway next to his 98 Trans Am, which he had slammed into a construction barricade. While they transported him to the police station to be booked, he actually threatened to shoot and kill the troopers working the case.
Name one Randy Travis song. Anybody in the room?
I don't know any.
That's not Matt Raz.
I don't know any Randy Travis.
Matt Raz knows Randy Travis.
He might. He's a country boy.
Yeah,
I think if he had more notable songs, he could probably afford a better car than the '98 Trans Am.
Nah, but that's like the premier. That's like Kit or the IROC, whatever. It's one of those,
Yeah, but that's a cokehead car right now. If you're driving that, you're a cokehead.
Well, he was laying naked in the street.
Yeah, possibly. He's probably been doing more coke.
Is that story exciting to anybody?
No, but you are.
Hey, yo, what the hell?
Whoa.
Ladies and gentlemen, good night.
Yeah, it's time to leave.
All right.
Let's go to the next story.
Next
For real.
up, we got a 36-year-old Kentucky man, James Crittenden, is being charged with arson after starting a fire in a gas station bathroom for alleged religious reasons. Prior to this, the man huffed 10 cans of ready whipped cream,
Nice.
which he was unable to pay for. He says that he consumed the can's fumes to wake him up, and that it's his constitutional right to enjoy the ready whip.
So his Jesus was in those cans.
Damn sure was after 10 of them.
His own personal 10 Jesuses.
He took a lot of little Jesus pieces and made one big.
He had a dinner plate Jesus piece.
Praise the Lords.
He had the Ghostface Versace dinner plate Jesus piece.
Yeah, I like that story. Man.
Wow.
So he helped 10 cans.
Yep.
10 Jesuses, man. I like that, man.
Jesus.
What's next?
Next up, we got an American judo fighter was actually expelled and disqualified from the Olympics last week for doping. He unknowingly consumed a marijuana-based edible, we don't know, brownie or what, before the London Games, and they're actually going to take his 7th place win away from him.
7th place? Now, wait a minute.
You don't get that 7th place anymore.
It's not like there's a medal to take away
Why do
from
they
him.
call it doping?
Wait a minute. He inhaled. He ingested
He ate a weed brownie.
But
He had a weed
before
brownie.
leaving for the game, so I mean possibly weeks before. I don't know that would really give him much of an advantage. I mean,
Not at all. That doesn't give you an advantage at all.
More tolerance against pain, perhaps, but that's it. Like he's not going to win because of
at the
it.
end of the day, that's just they don't want. He has an influence, a trace of drugs in his system. Period. It's not about enhancement. It's just you're not the. We can't put you on a Wheaties box for your 7th place win.
He's not getting on a Wheaties box anyway.
But Michael,
No, I could demolish a Wheaties box.
But hasn't Michael Phelps been taped smoking weed?
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
That's why he's in the position he's in.
What, champion?
Didn't they ban him
Greatest
for a
ever?
while?
No.
Not last week.
Not when it mattered.
He banned a whole lot of motherfuckers.
I think he's banned from competing for 4 more years. Then he could win some more medals.
No, I'm saying, but for a while he was like he lost his Wheaties box. He
lost his
a lot of
Wheaties
stuff.
box?
He lost a lot of stuff when he got hit with
He
that.
probably ate the Wheaties box.
After that.
I don't know. I don't know. What's next?
We got Jerry Sandusky, who is currently awaiting sentencing for being convicted for 45 counts of child sex abuse. Has announced plans to write a 2nd book while in jail.
He's about to write a book in jail?
Yeah, he actually has a book that came out
got the
already in
time.
2001, which was called "Touched: The Jerry Sandusky Story."
That was the name
You
of it.
can't write this
He already
stuff.
has the
hold
perfect.
on,
He
hold
already
on.
has the perfect title, though.
I got a
So
soundbite
what
for
can
this.
he call? What can he name this book?
Do you feel me?
What
Yo,
about?
what app is that, Just?
The Combo Breaker.
What app is that?
Combo Breaker.
What is that, man?
This is what I do.
What app is that, though?
It's just
Hey,
one
comment. Do you think it'd be possible if Jerry Sandusky can make a scratch and sniff book or something, or maybe like a pop-up?
I think he's already made enough pop-ups.
Pop-up book.
I think we could help him though. We could come up with a better name than Touched. I think. Like, what about 8 is enough? About if there's grass
touch
on
8
the
boys?
field.
Yeah.
Touch 2, touchdown. 45 shades of gay.
Tackled.
That's it. I'm out.
Tackled. Okay.
I don't know, man.
Touchback.
Face mask.
What?
Yo, come on. I don't like the way you're trying to portray everything. You know what? I got a big bone to pick with you, fucker.
Oh, yo! That story.
Jerry Sand
Don't
touched
you always
me.
have a big bone to pick with me?
No,
Wow.
no. You know what? Pause. Listen.
No chip on his shoulder.
You gotta relax. Everything I'm saying, you're portraying like you're making the girls think I'm a creep. Meanwhile, you got one woman. Okay, let me do me. Let me do me. Man, yo, internets. You ever have one of those people that block the C blockers? Yeah, that's combat.
All right.
Yeah, Nets news.
Last thing up, I mean, what people have been talking about on Twitter and on the internet all week. We got Nas is being accused of hiring ghostwriters for his Untitled album.
The album entitled Untitled.
Right. Jay Electronica and Stickman of Dead Prez have both...
Stick One. Is it Stick One or Stick Man?
Stick Man.
I thought it was Stick One.
Maybe when,
M1
back when he wrote graffiti.
Yeah.
M1 and Stick.
It's been that long since I
What the
listened
hell
to
are you listening to?
Dead Prez.
Jack? Stick One and Dead Man. What?
XNX.com.
Stick One Dead Man.
So Stick Man. And,
Pause.
And Jay Electronica.
Good pause, Justin.
Thank you.
Wrote allegedly Ghost wrote for Nas.
Right. I mean, and that's what Dream Hampton has said basically, and FWMJ of formerly Hot 97,
who's been
commented.
on our show.
Right.
Both of them have been on our show. How did this come out?
It's from the tweet to Dream Hampton. She kind of just mentioned it offhandedly, though. It was in a response to a tweet about Jay-Z.
What do you guys think about that?
My first thought is, why did FWMJ? Why did he put it out there? Like, what was his purpose of trying to put it out there?
But he wasn't the first one to say anything.
But he was the first to elaborate on it. Like, Dream just kind of did it offhandedly. Like, why throw Nas under the bus when most hip hop artists use ghostwriters?
And almost every other form of popular music.
Every other form of popular music.
Hey, big spoiler alert. Michael Jackson didn't write Thriller.
Woo! Or Man in the Mirror.
Yeah.
It was written by a woman.
Whatever.
Hey, listen,
Anyway.
Dr. Dre has, I mean, how many ghostwriters does Dr. Dre have knownly? And nobody cares? Nobody cares. No, people are still rocking out to him. So what's the big problem?
Because Nas is such a prolific, heralded writer,
Okay.
and artist. Think about it. He wrote Illmatic, came out. He was 19, 20 years old.
Yeah.
The level of
Did he write Illmatic?
He wrote those rhymes in 18.
well, allegedly, Jungle said that he contributed to Illmatic. I read that in an article, but you know how that goes. That's his brother. That's different. But
The Garden?
but that's the reason why a lot of people. Did you see Nah right? SK wrote a post about it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And
SK wrote?
SK was like just pretty much dismissing him. He said that
Dismissing who?
Nas, and he's saying that basically we should be putting an asterisk if it comes out that it's true that Stickman and Jay Electronica wrote for him.
Which and they both did tweet in response. Neither of one actually denied having written. I mean, they both spoke about how Nas is doesn't need a ghostwriter. But neither of them outwardly confirmed they did not.
Well, the 80s, cocaine 80s, the interns, all those guys. I mean, granted.
I have a Nas rhyme book in my possession that he left at the studio one day. Like, so it's not like I recognize the chicken scratch. It's his. And here's my thing. And maybe I don't mean to cut you off.
No, go proceed.
But just hearing that, like when you when Homeboy posted that lyric book, like. I've seen him write. I've seen him come to the studio with 7 notebooks and piece phrases and lines and rhymes together and watched him sit there and cross things out and write things 10 times over. And when it comes down to it, I'm not going to discuss that actual issue in itself because I know everybody involved. And if I confirm one story, I'm calling one person a liar. If I confirm another story, I'm calling somebody else a liar. And it's not really my place to discuss it at all. And that's not me, as somebody would say, low-key admitting or confirming anything. It's just because I know everybody involved, I'm not saying anything at all because I don't want to. It's just not my place to get in the middle of it.
Can you speak though generally? I mean, in the studio,
but I was going to say, but in general, like. Here's what some people get twisted. Like, me and Ben Hameen can sit here and talk about a mixtape. We could talk about concepts. We could talk about ideas. I could give him ideas for blends. I could give him ideas for what they call mashups now, or a cool cut to do or a cool transition to do. He could turn around and say, well, Just, have you ever thought about going from this record to this record and this record to this record when you're DJing? And I'm like, oh, that doesn't mean he's ghost DJing for me. I've been around over the past 14 years, just about every major rapper you could think of. They all have people that they can bounce ideas off of. You know what I mean? It's like if I'm trying to be in a certain mindset, and I know that mindset is you, or I'm trying to write about something, but I know you've lived this. I might take some of your experience. I might take some of your guidance. I might take some of your ideas. Or you may offer up some ideas. You know, like, if I'm in the studio with Jay, and this is a real situation, if I'm in the studio with Jay and he says a line, and I'm like, yo, you should actually flip it like this, or say this little part, this part right here, it flows better if you say X, Y, Z. Does that mean I'm ghostwriting for him? Or if I make a beat and I say, yo, this is the mood that this beat puts me in, so I sit down with Drake and say, yo, so this is where I feel like the beat is going. I feel like this should be the concept. You can maybe use this as your opening line or this as your closing line. That doesn't mean I ghost wrote the song. You know what I mean? If you're exchanging concepts and ideas, or bouncing a line off another rapper that you respect, and he says, yo, try flipping it like this, that doesn't constitute ghostwriting to me. It's a collaborative effort, you know? And I feel like a lot of what, like, people will consider ghostwriting is the same way people say, like, ghost producing, rather. I liken it to that, where, say, now I've never actually done this, but I've taken somebody's beat and claimed it as my own. Mm-hmm. But even if let's say Ben Hameen made a beat, right? And I brought it to, I don't know, Lil Wayne, with a vision and a concept, and guided him, vocal coached him, whatever. He wrote his rhymes, or whoever writes the rhymes. However, like that's irrelevant. The rhymes get put down. I bring in musicians to play on the record. I mix the record. I deal with the label on the A&R side of the record. I give the label the finished project and the finished master. I am the producer. Mm-hmm. Ben Hameen is a programmer at that point.
Can we make this happen?
And he's a programmer.
I'll bring you like 20 joints.
And he does get writing credit. And he could, depending on what he contributed or what I used from him, he can maybe get additional production.
Hey, but writing credits sounds great.
But what's incredible is it? Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna say, but there are a lot of times what I will sometimes come across are musicians who I will bring in. Let's say I can't play the piano as well as you, or I can't play the guitar as well as you, and they come in and I say, okay, I want the guitar to sound like this. I want it to go like this. I want it to do that. And at this part of the beat, I want you to play up. I want you to play in the key of C, blah, blah, blah. And I'm directing them because they are a better instrumentalist than I am. A better musician than I am. I don't even know if those are words, but better musician than I am. And they're playing at my discretion. You are not producing or co-producing the record. You are a musician. And if you come up with something independently that I like and I keep, you may get a writer's credit. That does not mean that you get a production credit. The same way somebody who may contribute to a song does not mean that they're a ghostwriter, But
right, that's what I was going to say. Though only in hip hop is there's this stigma around ghostwriting, and even the term ghostwriting, right? I mean, they'd just be a songwriter in another genre of music, for example.
You would just be a songwriter. You were like the girl. Empire State of Mind existed before Jay-Z ever heard it. And in terms of the hook and whatnot, the girl who wrote it is a homie of mine. Like she had that record sitting for a while. Alicia Keys sang her hook over. That doesn't mean that Alicia Keys doesn't write any of her own music.
It doesn't take away any of the authenticity of that record.
Exactly.
Now, what is
Nas is people's hero, though, and they list him as their, top five, all that.
Now, you said that somebody said that SK had something disparaging to say about Nas. Nas should get an asterisk next to his name. What's the general?
I didn't see that. So
it's still there. He wrote a piece about it. And, he's a big Jay-Z fan, so it's like him and his base, the commenters, they have like this long history of, Nas versus Jay and all that. So this was like the icing on the cake for him.
Right.
And he's saying that if this is true, asterisk. Now, if you go back to that album, which was originally called Nigga,
right,
which is a concept album.
Right.
Jay Electronica around that time was 06, 07. 07, I want to say.
08, yeah.
Election year.
Right.
Obama was coming in. It was a highly controversial. Mm-hmm. So he intentionally had Stickman and Jay Electronica collaborate.
Which makes sense.
Because look at the content. All three of them deal with that same content throughout their careers. So this is, it's normal. Like, to me, it's like, it's sensationalized nonsense. Like go back to the opening in this topic. What was the intent? And even putting that out there like that. Even if that was the case, I say you should have let that slide, because it's not as though Nas can't write and he actually hired Stickman to write. Yo, I can't write. I suck. It wasn't one of those. It wasn't Flo. No disrespect. It wasn't Flo Rida asking Drake to write an album.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's Nas we're talking about.
And at the end of the day, what it really comes down to is it's the same thing. Like I said, when I call in, like I can play a little bit of drums, right? But if I have a certain vision that I know somebody else could complement a little bit better than I can, I'm going to call them in,
because that's the art of production.
Exactly.
That is the art of production. It does perturb me. I don't know what FWMJ or Dream Hampton's intentions were in terms of putting that out there. I don't think it was necessarily responsible, but at the same time, I think it's crazy that people have made it such a big deal, because, I mean, that's music industry 101 from day one. At the end of the day, record companies bring in songwriters, musicians, producers. They bring in a whole host of people to assist the artists in making songs.
Well, that's why because I feel like the general listener, again, everything that I'm saying is not directed towards this Nas situation. This is towards the creative art of being a studio in general. I feel like there's a huge misconception.
It's a disconnect with the fans and what really goes on.
And I feel like Twitter and social networking in general has kind of lifted a little bit of the curtain. So now people are starting to find out or hear things or, whatever, or they're getting more of what actually happens behind that wall, and they're freaking out. And it's like they really feel like there's this. Oh, go ahead.
It's, as you said, I'm just thinking now, if Stickman and Jay Electronica didn't get any credit whatsoever as being a part of that project,
right,
and we had no idea whatsoever that they was working with, that's a whole different scenario.
But if you look at the album, I'm pretty sure.
No, they did.
They are credited.
They're just fully credited.
Right.
Stickman is on the records, on the album.
Right.
Production, a writer,
right.
When he had a verse on it as well.
Right.
I mean, if none of that happened and they didn't get no credit, that's ghostwriting.
Right.
And we didn't know about it. There was no clue whatsoever who worked on that project.
Right.
It just Nas, then that's a entirely different topic.
But on top of that, that's the only thing I will say about this. Excuse me. The only thing I will say about this is, I guess it's been 4 years now. Yeah. If you liked the album, if you dug the album all this time, it should really be irrelevant, in my eyes, who contributed what. Do you like the final package?
Exactly. Or did you not like the final
package? Or did you not like it?
Right.
You know what I mean? But to me, that's what really ultimately should matter.
There's another thing. It's like, in general, in hip-hop, it's like we accept certain things for being, I guess, not, you don't want to say fake or fraudulent, but not realistic or not true to the game or whatever. And then, because like this week, Rick Ross admitted to being a CO. But nobody has a problem with Rick Ross's album. People love his music.
And at this point, nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
He's made hit records.
He made hit records. Nas has stayed making hit records. But so why do people care that he has ghostwriters?
True, but the big thing, too, is, I mean, COs, if anybody's been to jail before, I mean, most fucking COs are the most crookedest people in the world.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I mean, does that make them a snitch? I don't know. I'll be honest with you. For me, like, I'm not a fan of police.
Or COs.
But there were some COs throughout my time that really looked out. And what I mean by that is like they brought in lighters for me, they brought in liquor, they brought they brought in certain sandwiches. And
did they bring the COs bring you sandwiches?
Nah, but the COs were definitely cooler than the average guard. Definitely, right. The COs, the higher ups, the majors were definitely. They spoke English for one.
So does that make you like Rick Ross more because he was a CO?
No, it makes me say, like, who gives a fuck? Like, if his music is good,
yeah.
Which Rick Ross literally, and I have expressed this before, has made me a fan. Like, I just gave up and says, because he just kept, even though he's making the same song 600 times in different ways, I love what he's doing, and I love his, it's dope. So I don't care if he's a CO. At the same time, I mean, look at people like with Frank Ocean, they're still buying his album. They don't care if he's gay. They'll make comments because people love to make comments because people have nothing better to do.
Technically, he's not gay yet. He's bisexual.
Yeah, he's what the fuck? Either you suck dick or you don't. Okay?
Whoa! There's still a distinction between gay and bisexual, though.
I don't understand bisexual. I'm confused at that.
It's cool. It's not for you to understand.
For a male,
it may not be for you to understand, but I'm saying there is still a distinction between gay.
I don't know how someone could look at another man's hairy ass and say, "Yep, I'll fuck that."
Yo,
yeah.
The last thing I gotta say, man, is you know what? This is the entertainment industry, And, I mean, I was once, when I was young, I definitely was a diehard fan and keeping it real and this and that. But as I got older, I realized that this is another platform for entertainment, dude. Our artists are out there to create music. That's the ultimate goal. I don't give a fuck what they do, after they, shut the mic off, as long as they give a great performance and as long as they deliver great music. And that's really the deal. Nas has been in this game for 20 plus years.
Wow.
At the end of the day, if he's working on an album or two and requires or requests the assistance of a ghostwriter, don't you think he's fucking earned that? Internets, man, y'all need to grow the fuck up, man. And I can't believe y'all spent all that bandwidth going back and forth. Once again, if any bandwidth was wasted, the only thing I would say is, once again, to Dream Hampton and FWMJ, really, what was your intent? Because ultimately, that you guys have a loud voice in this industry, and ultimately about responsibility, the responsibility of your words, and that wasn't really responsible. That's almost like a slight to Nas. I don't get it, but I'm not judging y'all. I just really question what the intent was. And with that, are we
I guess who studies winning? Wrestling, because nobody complains about what has changed in wrestling.
Right. Wrestling is the same thing. Rap is wrestling.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, motherfuckers like, what? It's fake?
But I mean, I guess the people that are watching that at least can accept that. And I think, most fans of the genre should know at this point there's a number of people behind the curtain to make this process happen.
I think a lot less
we still have a thing called freestyles, and those shits have been written for years.
Freestyles don't exist anymore, do they?
Let me tell you something. I don't mean it's you, and just and to that topic in general.
Do motherfuckers freestyle anymore?
Listen, like 1988.
That's the last time a real freestyle happened.
Maybe 89.
Documented freestyle.
Like, I'll never forget it. It was Nice and Smooth. Fresco.
And
Lil Susie.
From Fresco. No, Lil Susie wasn't until like
I'm playing him.
No, it was Nice and Smooth, Fresco, and Clark Kent. And they were on the Marley Marlin Control Show. This is when Clark was DJing on Marley's show.
Mm-hmm. WBLS, right?
Yes. And Smooth B kicks this rhyme. Smooth, I drop jewels like paraphernalia. I'm infallible. Now, 3 years later,
he drops it on his record.
It comes out.
Yeah.
So it's like, and I remember hearing the record for the first time and knowing the rhyme and being like, how do I know this rhyme? But then I remembered I had it on the clear Sony tape. I wore that tape out until it popped. Then I taped it back together, and then Craig G stole it from me. Craig G, give me my tape.
Craig G, the rapper.
Yes.
DMX did the same thing on the Funkmaster Flex when it was him, Cannabis, and Noriega.
Right.
On the show, DMX dropped rhymes that came out on his third album.
Right. I also had and matter of fact, one of the ways me and Jay Smooth connected was we got to talking one day somehow on the internet. I forget what it was, but I started reminding him of freestyles from when Wu-Tang, when their first single came out, and they were on his show, and Method Man was doing rhymes that ended up on, this is before the first Wu-Tang album, and Method Man did rhymes that ended up on his first album. And mind you, obviously that was like at least a 2 to 3, if not 4 year gap.
Right.
So the point is, yes, people still do freestyle off the head every once in a while. It hasn't happened on a regular basis in over 20 years.
It's gotten watered down.
Who do you think is eligible?
It hasn't gotten watered down, but
no, it hasn't. It's just, but at the end of the day, it's like, yo, it's the rhyme though.
Yo, one of my favorite quote unquote freestyles that ended up on a record was the quote unquote legendary freestyle between Jay-Z and Big L on the Stretch and Bobbito show.
Oh,
where he says, where Jay says, when I first heard it, it blew me the fuck away. It was like,
Pause.
I go to hell and raise hell until I'm in heaven. And it ended up on Justify My Thug.
But you know
that rap ended up on Justify My Thug. Damn near 12 years later.
Yep.
And Jay took rhymes from Big L that Big L spit on that freestyle Jay used on Ain't No Nigga. Because Big L had a line about
get the fuck. So Big L ghost wrote for Jay?
I mean, well, you know, Jay was an attentive listener at that freestyle session.
Well, also at a certain point, they were running together for a little while.
Yes.
So who knows what ideas they might have bounced off each other back then?
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, who knows? And that's the thing. There's certain things that for the general audience, tidbits will leak out here and there. Ultimately, it's not really your business. Enjoy the final product.
Enjoy it. Chris Morrow, our executive producer, has something to say.
Yeah, I just wanted to throw in there that Big Tigger definitely was freestyling on the basement.
He was, and he was dope,
and in the studio. So it would be remiss for me not to point that out.
And we were talking about that last week. I thought that the two best freestylers that would freestyle on the regular were Big Tigger and Ed Lover.
Yeah, I've never heard Ed.
Ed Lover would freestyle.
No, Ed Lover would do it too, but Tigger definitely was impressive.
I like that with that R. Kelly song, "The Snake." It was like, "Move your body like a snake, ma." And then Tigger's at the end of that. You've ever heard that? You know,
it was all the R. Kelly song.
Yeah, I
Did he
think
freestyle on the R. Kelly song?
No, he's just rapping, and he was like,
on Rap City.
Nah,
on the record. Yeah, he's actually.
What about Tony Toka's freestyles? When he sets
he's
things
like,
off?
Tony freestyle. I like Tony's rhymes.
He always got like 2 bars.
And then I'm out. Yeah.
Who? Tony Toka?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But back in the day, Tony had some great rhymes too. I mean,
guys, I'm lost. So is this our last segment?
I think we're.
You got the clock in front of you, Combat.
Dude,
you tell us.
You're the eternity.
I gotta go DJ.
Marketing strategist.
This is my last segment.
I mean, did y'all see the other Twitter? I mean, this is probably lesser news, but what do you call it?
Way to undersell it.
Slim the Mobster and 50 Cent.
What happened?
Twitter, like Slim the
They
Mobster
tweeted?
threatening 50 Cent. Talking reckless about Jimmy.
There is no mobsters on Twitter.
He's gonna get dropped from Interscope. He don't care.
Yeah.
Slim the Mobster. Slim the Mobster is
Slim the Mobster. Slim at 112.
Sha Money XL.
Yeah, I think Sha
is managing him, and he was also signed to Aftermath.
Yeah, Dre's had Slim around for a minute. I mean, again, I'm not going to put people's stuff out there.
It's very extensive.
But I put it this way:
he alleged he was 50's gay, and how he took it in the butt.
See, I can't comment on that.
It's in the Twitter's verse.
Right.
He said it.
But I'll tell you one Slim story. So me and Slim was in the studio one night.
Who's Slim the Mobster?
He was an artist that was on Aftermath. He might still be on Aftermath, actually.
Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah.
Is he blood related? Is he gang related or something?
He does his thing. He does his thing. So me and him one day went in the studio. Actually, I shouldn't even tell the story. Never mind. My bad.
He's real.
Yeah, no, Slim's a real.
His rap.
Can you tell us a story about any other friends?
He's one of those dudes that like
lives with.
Yeah, his rhymes is what he does.
He keeps it really real.
Yes, he's all the way.
He's
real.
one of the few cats that's really, really rap.
He uses his truth.
Internets, keep us safe, man. Keep us safe.
Please keep us safe, especially with man. I got so many firearms in the studio stories. There was one time.
Allegedly,
somebody, they wanted the sound effect of a gun at this session. I think it was for Jay. No, it wasn't for Jay. It was somebody.
Probably Beanie. Was it Beanie?
Nah, they wanted the sound effect for a gun, so they pulled out the pea shooter, like the 22, and shot a hole in the wall of the studio. They was drunk though.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they were banned.
That's crazy. Pete, you got anything to say, man? You've been quiet for the past a minute. Got anything to say?
Yeah, you're a funny dude, huh? You're a real funny dude.
All right, let's wrap it up, man. Wrap it up.
I do that. I do wrap it up because I don't want another kid, and I'm good with mine. The one I have, I love her to death.
I'll bring you a T-shirt next week. Man.
I don't want shit from you.
I'm bringing you a T-shirt.
You bring them iPads though, Just. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Hey, there's
I'll bring
no
you a T-shirt
shame
next week. All right.
I don't want nothing. I don't want nothing. You have to start over with a new brand.
If I came with a check, would you take that?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
But that would not be anyway. This Friday is an in-store. Buns have an in-store with Milk Crate, Aaron Crate, and
I'll be there.
Yeah,
definitely.
Up in Harlem, 125th Street, man. I think it's like 8 to midnight. So
all right.
People want to come through, come check that out.
Matt Raz.
We got A3C and barbecue news coming very, very soon in the next couple of weeks.
Is it A3C or AC3?
You know what? We say it a different way each time. For our dyslexic listeners, pronounce it how you like.
We have a great talent that's going to be joining us live at AC3 in Atlanta in October. A3C. We can't announce it as of yet, but I'm really excited at the prospects.
Didn't you already announce it on the air?
You did.
Like 2 weeks ago.
No, I didn't.
You didn't say who though.
But let me ask you something. Did you ever find out the booking accommodations for the hotel and stuff?
I'm not
like that?
rooming with you.
There's no way I will go to a room near you. I'll sleep outside.
And rate and subscribe to the iTunes, as always. Very important.
Subscribe to the iTunes, Ben Hameen.
Yeah, I got a different one this week. I want to shout out my boy DC to BC. He just put on the Trill Etro. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, bro.
Trillectro.
Anybody ever tell you you look like 2 Chainz?
Trillectro.
I get 2 Chainz. I get one of the Marley Sons.
Nah, but you're giving 2 Chainz right now.
I'm giving a 2 Chainz vibe.
That's Mr. Rogers. Then has 2 Chainz. I don't know what you're talking about.
2 Chainz.
Yeah. Well, anyway, shout out to DCBC and the Trill Ectro, whatever the fuck. You killed it this weekend in DC. It was DC's first dance hip hop electronic music festival, and my boy really did it. So shout out to DCBC. What up, Modi?
Okay,
no Preezy the Kid.
Oh yeah, as always, shout out Preezy the Kid, Illa YC, Devi. Please don't stare.com.
Combo breaker.
Sonic Boom.
Me, I gotta go DJ now.
Where you DJing at, man?
I don't know how you pronounce it. I guess it's Apartment 78 or APT 78 Uptown. I just gotta go to the Heights and see my Uptown people that I don't see too often.
And we might join you, man.
Can we come? Yeah, I think they have I think this is an early night. Like that's why I'm going on at 10:30, and then I go to 12:30. Should be fun. This weekend is gonna be a very interesting weekend for me, but I can't say why. But
that's awesome.
Yeah, my bad. I will say this: one of the things that the internets have been asking for a very long time might actually end up coming to fruition. So there might be an announcement within the next week or so if we get everything out.
Announcing next week on the Combat Jack Show.
Hey, how's that for a plug? Pause.
Yo, do we have a guest for next week?
I don't know. Okay, I hope we do. I hope we do, because let me tell you something. Dealing with you this much is fucking a headache. Oh my. Yo, A King is on.
Who's going?
Yo, A King is definitely filling in for Ben Hameen this week. Yo, Ben Hameen's the only person you're like, Ben, say your shout outs. Are we on air?
Yo,
yeah.
Man, that was a great mix you played earlier, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I got a mixtape dropping.
Actually, did you have to say something? We got through this whole episode without fucking saying one word about his mixes.
I thought you could have stepped it up. The mixes were subpar.
What was that last song you played, Ben?
I'll try harder next week.
Yo, shout out to the entire Combat Jack Radio Show crew. Shout out to PNCRadio.fm. Before y'all go to on Friday, you guys stop at the station as I welcome and see the new digs and all of that shit.
Shit.
Hear some new things. And it's just I'm trying to orchestrate this Instagram of the shit, right? So if you guys come through before you go to the Milk Crate joint,
which is on Saturday.
You are so convoluted.
Superstar.
It's on Friday.
Instagram.
It's on Friday?
Y'all don't even know.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Exactly.
I don't even know what the fuck you're talking
Combat
about.
Jack Show. You know what I'm saying? And we out.
A King.
Special shout out to Chris Morrow and to the mad scientist
Reed Richards,
executive producers.
Hey, before we go,
Alice Penn.
We gotta go, man.
Yeah,
we gotta go.
You got a side piece on the side that you got to run somewhere.
Yo, dream them dreams, and then man up and live them dreams. Because a life without dreams is black and white. And
I'm emotional
and Technicolor
and I can't
surround sound.
What time spiders?
Has it been 2 hours?
It's been 2 hours, B.
Yeah?
We gotta go.
Did y'all see?
F your radio.
Did y'all see that movie? That movie?
Yo, Combat.
Time to cut it.
Combat.
You see that movie? No, you know what I did see? Hold up. Did y'all see? Did anybody see Headhunters?
No, what is that?
Foreign movie, Swedish movie.
Nah.
When?
It's out.
Is it an adult movie? Headhunters?
They're hunting for head.
Is it a thriller?
Yeah, it's good.
It's out now?
Stop shutting off my mic, Combat.
No, you can get it on DVD. It's good. Go see Headhunters, y'all.
www.pncradio.fm